pre-show match action
Ladies
here
and gentlemen,
at
our
Nobody's
first match is our pre-show match scheduled for one fall. Introducing first from Silver City, the White Wolf, Jheras Gray.
Always a good opportunity to get to see new rising talents, folks who want to be a part of the roster here in War Wrestling, and you see Jheras Gray.
The White Wolf here trying to make an impression in front of the Lima crowd.
Well, he is making an impression because he's correcting his name.
That's true.
I don't think that's the impression he wanted to start with.
You know, it happens. You got a JH at the beginning of your name.
It's true. A 6-year pro, almost 6 years in the business. He's just kind of waiting, and I feel like he's going to be an interesting go-round in this matchup, taking on DaBomb and Erik Surge, because there is a huge difference between these two physically, but it would appear that young Mr. Gray he's got other things to do tonight.
And from Los Angeles, California, DaBomb, Erik Surge.
Well, DaBomb here is going to be looking to make as much of an impact as the bass in his entrance theme is.
He almost blew out the speakers.
Absolutely. Erik Surge has been traveling all across the Midwest as of late, making his way here to Lima, Ohio, and Jheras Gray just hiding along the apron, not wanting to make even direct eye contact with Surge.
I got to imagine that Erik Surge, 6'4", 297, out of Los Angeles, probably not a Clippers fan, given all the purple and gold. He probably is more of a Lakers fan. But I got a young man on the other side that I don't know if he's sure that he wants to be in this match.
That's what I was just about to say. I wonder if Jheras Gray, when he was accepting the offer for this match, he realized who his opponent was going to be. But hey, not going to discredit the man. He's still made his way out here, and like his presentation or not, he seems to already have a bit of spitefulness about him. He just goes and bonks the back of the head of Erik Surge.
I also believe that he might be the one guy who is a fan of him in this building right now. So if you can't be a fan of yourself, I guess there's no lack of trying. But you look at Jheras Gray, I mean, this is a guy, he fought his own brother, and then he tried to set another guy on fire with a fireball. So he's very devious, and he's very capable of winning a match like this.
That he is, but when you're going against somebody like Erik Surge, seeing the height difference between these two, you got to do one of two things. You either got to confuse them hard enough, or you got to chop them down before they get going like Erik is right now.
He hit him in the face hard enough that I think his soul just filed an injunction about keeping this match going. There is nothing good going. It's full.
Absolutely
300
not.
pounds.
That is a whole bunch of man just flying straight at you. And Surge now looking to pick up Gray. Look at that, standing probably his feet are probably 10 feet up in the air right now.
A 30-year-old man with 2 years of training, trained by Congo Kong, already putting him through the paces, and that might be enough to, nope, that's not to do it.
Gray, perhaps very wisely, making his way to the outside, trying to catch his breath. As you see, he's holding his abdomen there. I think all the wind just got knocked out of him after that stolen suplex.
Both guys making their war debut, and you look in a lot of TV time out lately for Erik Surge. A mistake. Even lost the headband. That's not going to make him happy.
Absolutely not. How much force do you got to snap somebody down onto the top rope to make their headband fly off?
I would say just about as much as we saw, probably. It's a good plan, though. Keep him off of his feet.
And this is what I was talking about earlier, chopping a guy down. He took out the back of his knee, and now he's just going in onto that inner thigh of Surge, making him just basically taking out a whole operable limb, giving Surge a handicap here with only one leg to stand on.
Oh, this is not going to end well.
Absolutely not, based off that look. Straight in the eyes.
Took exactly what he needed to do in a modified version of the clothesline down. Is that enough? One? Nope. Just a one count.
Not quite. DaBomb still has some energy left
He's still ticking. It's a young man, again, 30 years old, fell just short of winning the OVW National Heavyweight title. He got screwed by Doug Basham and some of his friends, but you got to have a lot of friends to be able to keep this guy down, I would think.
Absolutely, but Jheras Gray so far has done a pretty okay job at making sure he stays down and right back at it.
It's just smart wrestling. Like you said, continue to cut down the tree and heel right to the back of the head. That might be all one. But again, barely a 1.5 count.
I was about to say, the age-old legend is if a tree falls in the forest and no one's around to hear it, then it doesn't make a sound. And based off of Surge's body right there, I think it's safe to say it probably does.
It made a sound of ouch. That hurt me. Just watched him kick right in the back as now Surge trying to do just that. Right back up to his feet, and the White Wolf trying to figure out how to chop him back down. Says that's the end?
Oh, he was calling for it, but not today. Surge throwing him off. Ooh, gigantic clothesline.
Looking for a Wolfbane and instead needs a new collarbone. And another.
Gray is getting turned inside out with each of these.
Just the monster version. And think about it. Huge spine buster. Somewhere Sherman Tank is smiling and Arn Anderson too. But just a 2 count.
Jheras Gray huffing and puffing.
We got to believe that he didn't get the normal rotation because his leg has been worked over of being able to kind of turn and snap through it.
Absolutely. I've seen Erik Sturge deliver a spine buster before. Normally has a bit more height, a little bit more torque on it, but I guess Gray was lucky and able to escape the full might this time, but maybe not lucky enough. Oh, slips out the back.
I think his left knee gave out again. It's a shotgun dropkick into the corner, and Gray now running knee just up underneath the chin. He's got a great plan.
Now going for an aerial maneuver.
It's kind of a higher version of a Vader bomb, but was more successful when Leon did it.
Wasn't able to make the connection here. Oh!
Good night, nurse.
Yeah, I think Gray is unconscious after that one. Surge having to turn him over like a dead fish.
That should be it. 1, 2, 3.
That it is.
Heck of a showing for Erik Surge here in his war debut in our dark match.
The
Main show coming up is loaded here at War Wrestling.
Absolutely, folks. Stay tuned because we have a whole night of wonderful action coming at you here at Nobody's Fool.